Hello y'all, welcome back to the channel. Marquita here. This is going to be a relatively short and sweet video because your girl is tired. I have been on a weekend trip. I went up to Philadelphia to a concert and just to kind of explore the city. If you watch my channel for things other than plant content, you will see that hopefully sometime this week I'll be able to get the video up. But I did want to give you guys a little update on some things. So we'll end with the balcony garden, but I'm going to show you guys the Aerogardens and a couple of my house plants, and then we will wrap with the balcony garden. So starting with my romaine Aerogarden, again, this is the romaine from seed, and these are the first two that have been growing. So really, these are ready to eat right now. So let's see, we are at 35 days, and that's how long the garden has been growing. And yeah, you can make a salad with those. It's not a lot. It would be like a good little side salad. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more, but it's ready to eat. And if you remember, I did um, do two new fresh pods because the other two didn't grow. Now I did look down in there and I did see some signs of life. So we'll see how it goes. I did move one to that particular spot just to see if it's the location that's causing the issue, because I don't think that it's the seed itself, because I do see growth from the seed. So the seed is like opening or starting to sprout, but then it just doesn't make it. So I'm checking to see what's going on there. And I didn't show last time, but this is the collard um plant, and I do need to repot that. If I can get around to it tomorrow, I will, but it is starting to sprout, so I need to put it in this bigger space so it can keep going. Let's head over to the other Aerogarden here. And yes, the basil is still continuing. That cinnamon basil is going. The chives, I promise y'all, it does have something green down in there, and it's still there. It's actually like kind of stuck against the pod, the soil part of the pod. Nothing in the oregano, so we're gonna count that as an L. We are 26 days in with this particular Aerogarden. So in 26 days, this is the status of the cinnamon basil, and then the chives do have a sprout. So that's all that's going on down there. So now I want to check in with a couple of house plants, and then we'll head out to the balcony garden. There's just a couple of things I want to highlight here for the house plants, and that's mainly these yellow leaves. Now, before I left, I did water this because it was kind of droopy, and I think I mistook the droopiness for it needing water, when in reality it was probably just the way it was growing. As you can see, the leaves are just kind of hanging, but they weren't in need of water. And so now I think I pretty much overwatered it, causing unfortunate yellow leaves. But this is my golden pothos. They are pretty resilient. I'm pretty sure it will continue to flourish. I just need to get rid of the yellow leaves. But if you are new to plants, house plants, or whatnot, and you wonder what happens, can you water a plant too much? Yes. And pothos don't require a lot of water, or even frequent watering. So just make sure you can touch down in there to check when the soil is dry, then water it, and it only needs about a cup of water. And I use distilled water for my house plants. I don't know if I mentioned that in a while, but I do. I don't use tap water because tap water can also cause yellowing and browning of leaves. But this, I think, is strictly due to overwatering. So sorry, golden pothos. It is very golden, but not from that. And I leave my like AC and everything temperature, it's pretty much set the same. So the environment inside the house doesn't really change in terms of temperature. However, I cannot control the outside factors, which could indeed impact how hot or cold it gets inside the house. So that can also vary in temperatures, can also upset some plants and cause discoloration of leaves. But as you can see, my other plants seem to be okay. So I don't think it's the environment. I think that was just my fault in overwatering. The croton here is growing some new leaves. Try and get a better angle here. You can see a whole new branch started. Like all the old ones fell off, but all these new ones are growing back. So that's where we're at with that. So hopefully it'll continue to do that. And then over here with my um white wizard, I think the same thing happened. Is that I know the same thing happened. I can see that the soil is still moist because this is the pot that it came in when I bought it, because it like I said, I got it when Target did the collab with Hilson Carter. And so this is what is in, but I don't think it has like a drainage hole, so the water, the soil just absorbs. So a few of the leaves turn yellow, like two of them. So I know I'm going to lose those, and I'm sad because it looks like one of these big leaves, which is like one of the original leaves that was on it when I bought it, is starting to yellow where it would be a white stripe. And although that's cute right now with the green and yellow, I know that means it's probably eventually going to die. So what I'm going to do is definitely try and repot that tomorrow, because I don't want to lose this plant because it's been doing very well. And that's the only thing that's different. And I can see that the soil is still moist when I watered it like 2 days ago. So it shouldn't still be that wet. And it's because there's no drainage in that. So I don't understand the point in putting a plant in something that doesn't drain, but you sell it in that. So like I paid probably more money because I paid for the pot, which is, it is a nice planter, but it's like there's no drainage hole. Why would you do that? So I'm going to repot it and hopefully it will continue to flourish. That is all. Oh, propagation check-in. It's been having a ball the past couple of days. You can clearly see that nice brown thing. That is a root coming through. And on this one, that nice stem looking thing next to the green, the white stem, that is also a root. So those are both pothos cuttings, golden pothos cuttings. So I will be putting those together probably in the same um, planter to start a new golden pothos. I'm actually planning on gifting that one. So yeah, but as you can see, I have plenty of golden pothos to go around. So even though I kind of messed up and made the other one yellow, I'll be okay. Um, and this is my other Brazil philandrian. As you can see, it does have new growth coming in right here. So that's all I have for houseplants and Aerogarden. And like I said, I'm going to wrap up with the balcony garden. Not too much new. There looks like there's a new hot banana pepper. The sweet banana peppers have not started budding yet. And that's pretty much all that's going on for now. So that's why I said I only show like a little bit of the balcony garden, because it's not too much of a change from week to week right now. So I don't want to just keep showing you the same thing over and over. But thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the balcony garden.